Welcome to Inbox. I'm Benjamin Wu.
I'm Enya Chen. Recently, I saw a story in a magazine about a woman who had cancer and her dog helped her recovery just being her companion.
How did it work?
Well, nowadays, people don't just need medical therapy, they need mental therapy, and animals certainly provide that.
As we know, cats are used to comfort seniors.
And dogs are used in school classroom to help third graders listen to read.
Wait, dogs cannot read?
No, but Grace Alcantar showed us how they are great listeners.
Not ever on Earth. Most has a
We love them for their affection, loyalty, and friendship. Truly, the bond with our pets is very special. And that special union is now being reinforced by our local Humane Society, especially in Marin, California.
And they illustrate our SHARE program and the different programs within our SHARE program. So this is our side-by-side program, and we really believe in the strength of the human-animal bond and the strong relationship between animals and people.
Today, animals and humans are coming together so as to impact each other's lives.
We're leaving the station. They all seem to be in a hurricane. And Eric, we're going the other.
One way is through a program called SHARE, where children learn by reading to pets.
We target children who might need a little support with their literacy skills. Some of them may be English language learners. And when they can read to a dog instead of their teacher or their peers, it's so much more relaxing.
Martha Weinstein volunteers in the program and has also noticed these benefits.
It's great. The dog really relaxes them. They really calm down. Just will stroke the dog while they're reading and not even notice that they're doing it, and I can see that they're much better at reading.
Likewise, Emily Lucas says she reads better when reading to Toffee the dog.
My favorite part is I get to touch him or her, and like it makes me feel comfortable, and I'm reading with the dog.
As for dogs like Toffee, they too enjoy the love and attention they get from students. Another program that unites animals and people is Pet Pals, in which seniors get to socialize animals for adoption.
I love working with the animals. It's the best. But what's really important to me is not just the animals, but it's the animal-human bond.
Margie Wade also enjoys the satisfaction she gets from working with cats.
They make life more interesting. They make life relaxing. I mean, this kitty is doing as much for me as I'm doing for this kitty.
The one program that really benefits both humans and animals is the Pen Pal program, located here at San Quentin Prison. Larry Carson is the coordinator.
We've essentially trained selected inmates at San Quentin to train and foster some of our adoption dogs. The idea is to put out both a good canine citizen and a good human citizen.
Inmates can also attest to how the dogs impact their lives.
This is prison. This is San Quentin. You don't come to prison expecting to find unconditional love. These dogs just love you no matter what, just like your kids. You know what I mean? They just love you no matter what.
You don't show a lot of affection here, you know, and being incarcerated and having an animal. I mean, it's you know, you kind of build a real deep bond with them.
Aside from its major programs, the Marin Humane Society also enriches the lives of those who own pets. One of those pet owners is Leslie Lava, who is learning to connect with her pet Rosie through agility training.
I've noticed she's gotten as I mentioned, she's a puppy, so she can get a little rambunctious, but she calms down more, and we definitely work more as a team.
Hey, oh, look at that. At last, animals and people are coming together at shelters, which no longer house animals in cages.
And then this is our newest space, which is the dog adoption area, where each dog has their own sort of little dog condo. Inside, they have a skylight and also a small speaker so that we can pipe in some of our PA system music.
The result of this is that more people find pets and that more animals become adopted. And if you want to relax, this is the perfect place. So while they may not be human, animals can certainly provide a powerful love and support which is only found in the human-animal bond.
There are many successful cases that animals make humans' life better.
Like kids who read to their dogs have a higher grade in reading class.
Cats and dogs release senior stress.
Next, in Inbox, we will introduce a special artist.
How special?
You will know later.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm reading a book of Anthony Holdsworth. He is the artist who we will introduce later.
So, what did you get from his paintings?
His paintings are very good and most of them are about urban landscape. And the most impressive series is the global warming series. It was just so awesome.
Yes, he is an artist who knows how to present his opinion to the government and influence the community. Dupsy Romero takes us to explore the artistic life of Anthony.
Anthony Holdsworth is an artist who used painting to record not his feelings, but history. He is a documentarian of life.
I like to paint. I prefer painting to just about any other activity. So what I'm trying to do is put the viewer in my position, create a painting which has sufficient vitality and translate it into paint, because a painting is a parallel universe.
His realistic style is bright and captivating. On the street, his brushes fly across the canvas, sometimes painting an entire picture in as little as 1 hour.
It makes you feel like you're there. That's why I work on site, to get that energy, to get the feedback from the people in the community.
The director of the SF MoMA Artist Gallery, Maria Medua, calls him a multicultural artist.
Getting the flavor of a certain neighborhood at a certain time is what he's really good at.
And exactly that's what he does in many parts of the world.
When I paint in other countries like Italy or Mexico, I get to know what's going on in the communities.
Anthony's realism dates from his youth, when he was forced to live on his own. His wife, Barry Lando, explains.
He dropped out of Stanford, that his parents cut him off financially. So he had to work, and to live on very little money.
He became a hard worker, a husband, and a family man, and a painter of many parts of the world, which changed the way he feels about society.
Painting in Nicaragua during the revolution really was a profound influence.
Because seeing people fighting for their rights made him realize how much he cares for society. For more than 30 years ago until now, he continues to paint about human rights.
I remember during the Occupy movement, he was interested in depicting some of that.
Why did you decide to be part of that?
It was really the first major national protest in this country in 30 years.
Unfortunately, people were desperate by the thought of losing their homes. So that's why you wanted to be?
Yeah, I wanted to record this event and be part of this event. I lost a few friends in Oakland city government
But he's not worried about that because what he really cares is the people and the environment.
Global warming paintings have definitely made a contribution. They've had a little bit of an effect. They've been thrown out of government buildings, you know.
But you didn't decide to stop there. You paint another one.
Yeah, what I did was I painted one of the new federal building being inundated by global warming.
He keeps painting because his art is his tool to show his concern, and he's also trying to teach others how to paint with the same passion that he has.
What I'm interested in doing is helping them find a way to express the world the way they see it and gain the confidence to express the world the way they see it.
He guides you without saying much, and that's very helpful.
A humanitarian that believes in people
And people believe in him.
I love your paintings. Thank you.
Yeah. He's worried that things are getting worse.
The reason of his latest project, also on the streets, which is on Mission District. This is one of those. Yeah. Can you tell me why did you choose that?
I'm very interested in that, in Latin culture and in conveying some of the sense of that culture. Latin culture is a culture that does take place a lot on the street.
Choosing people to paint them in a huge series called Mission, which is the name of the neighborhood.
Well, the gentrification is driving out the Latinos. It's down to 25% Latino at this point, yes, from around 80%.
That's right. Today, this community in San Francisco, California, is losing its originality because of the evictions.
Every time I'm out here, I meet people who are being evicted.
One of his paintings shows a building from where people were evicted, having lived there for more than 30 years, and this will be a way to remember.
When I have my show, I'm going to give some of the money for the proceeds of the show to organizations in the mission, preserve a little of what's left. Well, not preserve, because you can't preserve a community, but protect and the people who are still here from further eviction.
A very committed artist and very much a man of the world.
Some of my paintings would awaken people in a different way to the world around them. And maybe inspire them.
Anthony's paintings are not only works of art, but also it is a way to fight for human rights.
Yeah, I can feel that he is not just an artist from his painting, like the Mission District in San Francisco series and the Global Warming series. He shows his concerns to the society and even influence it.
This is the lifestyle of Anthony. Let's take a break. We will be back with something really interesting.
I'm a grown-up person who likes watching animations and reading comic books, so I want to be one of my favorite characters if I get a chance.
Actually, it's not that hard because cosplay culture is more and more popular now.
Yes, and cosplay can make your wish come true.
Lulu Ying is going to take us to this magical world, a world that makes you become a hero.
Let's go.
Fellow citizens of Gotham City!
Everyone wants to be a hero. This is not a movie thing. They're not paid actors. This is a real city, and those people are part of the fantasy. They are making a 6 boy's dream come true. This boy just wants to be Batman today and save the city. There are people in this world that simply love to be in costumes. They are not actors, nor are they dressing up for Halloween. It's called cosplay. Today, I will introduce you to this amazing culture. Let's go to Wonderland. Have you ever dreamed about being a superhero? Have you ever dreamed that one day you will have magic power? Cosplay will give you the chance to be different.
Cosplay, you actually try to pretend you're the character.
Cosplay is short for costume play. It is a performance art in which participants wear costumes and accessories to represent specific characters or ideas from pop culture fictions. Sometimes cosplay is also called role play.
Basically, it's dressing up as your favorite anime or cartoon character. And there's a lot of different characters that people dress up as.
When acting cosplay, one does not have aim at Oscars nor be so serious. It is all about having some fun.
I feel like it's a great hobby. It's a great way for just people of similar interests to come together.
Today, people that dress in costumes at a time other than Halloween are called cosplayers. Their costume inspiration comes from manga, anime, comic books, video games, and films.
This is actually Desert Punk. It's from an animated series that's about 26 episodes long.
This is Atomic Wonder Woman. She's actually from a DC Universe game.
Cosplay culture has originated in Japan, since it is one of the most developed places for manga and anime.
I'm Japanese. I grew up in Japan, and anime and manga was all around me. So it was kind of natural to love it.
In Japan, tons of people put away their shyness only when they dress up. But if we explore further, cosplay in its basic form was here even before Christ. The Greeks performed cosplay when they were doing sacrifice.
Then we shall sacrifice the prisoners to the pale goddess.
They dressed up as their gods and pretended that they had godlike powers. Some people might still be confused about the difference between cosplay and Halloween because both require a costume.
In Halloween, you're just kind of out there running around. With cosplay, you can find a lot more people that know the character.
I think Halloween is just wearing a costume for the holiday. Cosplay is more like wearing a costume because you want to dress up as that character.
Cosplay changes your appearance and your feeling. It is a way of reproducing what the characters once are fond of.
I am talking about.
Cosplay culture has become a part of pop culture. The term itself was coined in 1983 at the World Science Fiction Convention in Los Angeles. The world's first comic, science fiction, and anime convention was in 1970s. At that time, there were only 3 conventions in the world. Nowadays, there are more than 46 big conventions and about 100 small ones around the world every year, and the number is growing. Half of the big ones are in Asia.
日本的话，我看了一下，大概一年比较大型的大概12场。然后中国现在也越来越多了嘛，小型的其实每个礼拜都有，但是说那大型漫展10来场。
In United States, there are 14 big comic conventions every year. The largest is San Diego's Comic Convention. In its premiere in August 1970, there were only 145 attendees. Today, the number of attendees is 136,000. Conventions and cosplay events make a lot of money. For example, this year, San Diego's Comic Convention and cosplay event are worth $180 million. On the other hand, cosplay became a pop culture phenomenon not only because people notice cosplay more, but also it is a great way to be entertained and relaxed.
It's very interesting because I'm a very introverted person, and walking around the floor and people asking me for pictures, I've gotten really excited. I've become much more extroverted than I normally would be outside of the outfit.
I'm a little shy, but you know, putting this helmet on or in any of my other costumes, I love to just get out there and walk around and do goofy things that I probably wouldn't do without my helmet on.
Cosplay lets you discover different sides of your life. It's also a way to take a break from the busy world. Maybe it's time for you to do some cosplay now. So, whom are you dressing up as?
In cosplay, everyone has a chance to be who you want to be.
Whoa, that's amazing! I believe everyone could escape from the reality in cosplay and have more fun in our lives. There are many lifestyles in the world. You may be the person who likes living with animals.
You may be the person who affects others by your work or hobbies.
Or you may be the person who wants to be a hero.
No matter what kind of lifestyle you are living with, as long as you enjoy and send out positive energy, you can be awesome.
Right. Thanks for watching Inbox. We will have more interesting stories to tell you next time. See you.
Bye-bye.